Hey everybody, it's Beachbody Coach Tanya here. I always have thoughts, as you guys know. They're always running through my mind. But today I wanted to talk about something very dear to my heart. And that's honesty. It's something that I feel only kids have. And I'm not talking about that honesty that you're being facetious to hurt people's feelings honesty. I'm talking about the real and true, sorry guys, no makeup today. Hey Kim. So I'm talking about the real and true, hi Laverne, honesty. Not the, hey, does this outfit look okay? And you're like, yeah, girl, you look good. Meanwhile, you're like, it's okay. You know, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about being a genuine, honest person. If somebody comes to you and asks your opinion, you're going to honestly tell them what you think. You're not going to sugarcoat, or you're not going to give them the answer that you feel they want to hear. Hi, Rocky. You're going to be honest. That's one thing with me that all my friends and family know. I don't sugarcoat. I give honesty. Sometimes people don't like it, but that's me. I'm going to be honest. I've tried the not being 100% honest and kind of like sugarcoating things, and that didn't work out for me, so I went to the honesty side. And that's one thing I feel most children do. They have that, what I call innocent honesty. They don't realize that that sometimes them just saying what they're really feeling sometimes can hurt you. So honesty hurts sometimes, right? They always say the truth hurts. You know, and that's true. And Rocky girl, you are so right. I live in Miami. It's all rude people. And they're not honest. They're a bunch of backstabbers. Exactly, Kimberly. You have to be real in the sweetest way. There's a way to be honest with people and they can tell that you're coming from a kind-hearted place. And then there's a way to be honest with people and they know you're just being vindictive and nasty. So, sorry, I need to take a drink of my water. So far, so good on my water intake. How are you guys doing? One thing about drinking this much water is the bathroom is my best friend. Thank God I work from home. People, if I worked in an office, people would think something was wrong with me. I'm always in the bathroom because I drink so much water. Anyways, back to what we were talking about. Yeah, Rocky, the people here are horrible. But it's like when I was talking the other day about where like the niceness comes from and people opening doors and just being just nice people and being you and being friendly and being nice. That goes right along with the honesty. Yeah, Kimberly, I drink one of these every day. And sometimes by the time I get to my workout, it's empty and I have to add water to that, or I do my hydrate in a different water bottle or whatever. But by the time I get to my workout, it's usually done. But honesty truly is the best policy, because think about it. Even if it's a little white lie and it's a fib, then you have to remember that, because you don't want to get yourself caught up in the lie, or you don't want to end up telling on yourself with the lie because you don't remember what you lied about and you don't remember what you were honest about. So if you're just honest all the time, you never have to worry about that, right? You can just speak your mind at all times. So I could tell you that when I made that switch over, I mean, I've always been an honest person, but there's always times where I'm just like, oh, well, let me do a little white lie, or let me just fib. No big deal. So I've just been brutally honest with everything in my life a lot lately. It's been like that for a while now. I want to say maybe the past 5 or 6 years since my divorce, really, when I finally decided, you know what? I'm not just going to tell people what they want to hear. I'm not going to give them the answer they want to hear. If I don't want to go meet up with them, I'm just going to tell them I don't want to. You know, just going to be honest. Whatever. And since I started doing that, I feel like I've attracted really the people that I really want in my life. Let me see, Rocky. Oh, who lied to you? Oh, girlfriend. That list goes a mile long. But that's not why I did this. Nobody lied to me recently. It's just something that I've been thinking about. Is honesty is the best policy. Like, I don't understand the purpose of lying. It's one thing if you're trying to surprise someone, so you're telling like a little lie so they don't know or they can't figure out the surprise. But just like, what is the purpose of lying? You know, if you're lying because you're afraid someone's going to judge you, well, then that's not the person you want around you anyways, if they're going to have judgment against you. They're obviously not the right person that you want in your life. If you're lying because you're afraid of what people are going to think, who the hell cares, you know, what people are going to think? Hey, Lisa, how have you been? I miss seeing you. I went from seeing your face every day to only seeing you when you go live on Facebook. And yes, Lisa, you're right. People do respect you more when you're honest with them. Absolutely. So it is very, to me, when I'm completely honest with people, I respect myself more because I know I've been true to me and I know that I've been honest with them. And, you know, I'm one that if you ask me for my opinion, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. It might not be what you want to hear, but you asked me for a purpose. You came to me and asked me my opinion for a purpose. So obviously you really care about what my opinion is or what my thought process is with what you're asking me. So why not give you that full honest answer? Rocky, my daughter, told me yesterday she's going to start being honest with me. She hasn't been honest with you so far. Right away I would have been like, what do you mean you're going to start being honest? But yeah, that's something that I try to do with my children. I'm honest with them because I expect that in return. So sometimes when you are this type of person and you're just open, honest, you expect that back from others. And then sometimes when you don't get that back, you have that expectation set so high that sometimes you get let down. So I just try not to have the expectation that everyone's going to be like me with the full out honesty. But lately that's what I've been doing. You know, if I'm in a group of people and everybody's talking about one specific person, if I don't feel like being a part of that, lately, I've been honest and I'm just like, you know, I'm going to just step away from the table. I don't want to be a part of this conversation. Just let me know when you guys are done. I don't like all the negativity. And I'm not doing that to be snobby or rude. Hey, Chris. But just because, honestly, I don't want to sit there and listen to that. And before, the old me would sit there and just and not speak negatively. But I never realized that just by sitting there listening to it, I was ingesting all that negativity. So I've definitely been doing a lot more of the honesty is the best policy. Not that I was a liar before, but sometimes, you know, I wouldn't want to say certain things because I didn't want to hurt someone's feelings, or I didn't want to let somebody know that what they did and how it made me feel because I didn't want to hurt them, even though they had hurt me with their actions or their lies or what they said. But lately I've just been more honest in the sense of sticking up for myself or saying something when someone has hurt me. And I have felt such a big difference in my life from doing that. Yes, Kimberly, I love that. She just wrote, I just learned to love me for me and always be true to me. Yeah, and you have to protect your soul. So for me, whenever I did the little lies or the little fibs, it was more because I was almost lying to myself, I guess, not to other people. It was more of me not speaking up when someone hurt me, or me not confronting somebody if they did something that kind of might have rubbed me the wrong way or whatever. Because, you know, the more you think about it, they might not have meant it that way, but that's just how I perceived it. So I guess to say that I'm being more honest with me. And more honest and true to what I want. And that a lot of times I would fight within myself, like, you know, that really hurt my feelings. Should I say something? Maybe I won't say anything. Or if they ask me what's wrong, I'll just say nothing because, you know, I don't want to get into it or whatever. So that's what I'm meaning by I'm being more honest. I'm being more honest with myself. That if there is something weighing heavily on my heart and it just keeps weighing and keeps weighing, I know it's something that I need to talk about, you know, with that person. So in some instances, people haven't liked it and they stopped talking to me because I did come to them and say, okay, we need to talk. And I would just put the situation out there and don't talk to them anymore. But you know what? Then obviously they're defensive or upset about the situation, so they don't want to talk about it, or they're obviously not my type of person, or maybe I'm not their type of person and that was their way to get me out. I don't know. But, you know, a lot of people aren't ready for that. And a lot of people aren't used to that. The way that this world is, people aren't used to the honesty. So a lot of times when you are honest, sometimes it can rub people the wrong way. So don't be surprised if you start with honesty is the best policy. I'm going to speak my mind. Somebody brings something up. I'm going to say something if I don't like it. You know, just don't say it itchy. You guys know my word, itchy. Don't be that way. You know, there's certain ways to say it. I don't know, for all of you that have children, it's not what you said, it's how you said it. So there's always a tone that makes people perceive things in a certain way. So for all of you ladies, I'm reading what some of you are writing, and Lisa said that you used to be that way and not now. Same here. Like, I used to be not the quiet one, because Tanya's never been quiet. I've always been my outgoing self. I've never been introverted, but I have always kept things to myself of, like I said, if something was bothering me, I wouldn't talk about it, because I would talk myself out of it like, oh, but it's, what's bothering you isn't a big deal. It's, you know, it's not a big deal. It's, you know, you don't even have to bring it up and talk about it, that kind of thing. So I would talk myself out of it because I would say it wasn't a big deal to bring up. So, but now I'm being more honest with me and being more honest with the people that are in my life, because you're in my life for a reason. I feel that you are somebody that brings something to the table to be in the relationship with me as a friend or family or my spouse. So I want it to be a great relationship. I want it to work. I want, you know, all relationships take work. But the main thing that's needed, besides trust, honesty. Excuse me. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. You know, sometimes I wonder if I'm the only one that did things like that, you know, where I would keep things inside because I wouldn't want to open up a can of worms, so to speak. But it really is. I mean, what's the point of doing lie after lie after lie? Because before you know it, you're believing your own lies. And then you don't remember what the truth is. You don't know where the honesty is because you have trapped yourself in all of your own lies. It's just not worth it. If you're unhappy with something, open your mouth and say something. But like I said, you don't have to be itchy about it. There's a time and a place to talk about it, and there is a way to go about talking about it. But just be honest, guys. Be honest. You know, there's no reason for anything else. There's no reason for it to be any other way. Hi, Kimberly. So I just wanted to chat with you guys about that. And honesty is the best policy. And like I said, if you say it in the right way, it'll be perceived in the way that you're meaning it, and you're going to get out of it what you want to get out of being honest. But it definitely is, definitely is the best. Oh, my daddy's on here. Hi, Daddy. So he would be happy to listen to this topic of honesty is the best policy. But I just really, truly, deep down in my heart, believe it. I mean, we hear it as kids all the time. Honesty is the best policy. And if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. You know, all of those sayings. But if you really think about it, I mean, it is true. If somebody didn't ask for your advice, then don't say anything. You know, if somebody has a whacked out outfit on and they didn't say, hey, does my outfit look okay, for you to give your opinion, don't just walk up and give your opinion, because then to me that's not right, you know. But now if somebody has toilet paper stuck on their shoe, be honest and tell them. Don't let them walk around with toilet paper stuck on their shoe. But definitely, guys, this world needs to be filled with more honest people. There's no way. For me, lying is you're not being true to who you are. If you're lying, it's because you're covering things up. You're afraid to show who you are 100%. You're afraid that people know who you are. And there's no reason to be afraid of that. Everybody is amazing in their own way. Everybody is unique. And you are the best you that's there. You're the only you that's here. I am the only Tanya. There might be people that have similar characteristics of mine. But I am the only me. And I kick ass at being me. Just kidding. Well, I kind of kick ass at some things I do, but then there's other things I do that are horrible. But like, you know, I break the weed whacker when I try to help my husband do the grass. So, but honesty is the best policy, guys. So go out there today. If somebody asks for your opinion, give them your honest answer in the right verbal tone so they understand that it's coming true from your heart and you're not being vindictive and you're not being facetious and you're just being true to you. And be true to those around you. And like I said, if they ask you a question, but you're afraid your answer is going to hurt their feelings, you still need to be honest with them because they're asking you for a reason. They want your true advice on it. So if anything, you could just say, well, I'm going to be honest and I'm not meaning this to hurt your feelings. You know, but go out there, have a great day, be honest with people, and make a difference in the world. Bye.